Yo, YouTubers, what is up? Welcome to another video on the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today I bring you something extra special. This is the ECC Underworld Evolution Marcus Maquette 1/3 scale statue. This is a statue I've chased for years. First time I saw it was at another collector's house. It blew my mind. At the time when he was telling me that this and liking cost $6 grand, I was like, oh my gosh, I could never spend that. And I saw it again in the Philippines last year, and then a buddy of mine got it locally. And, I really do want to get out of collecting eventually. And this and lichen are the two pieces that always escaped me. Never got the chance to really buy them. So if you are a follower of the channel, you saw I went through my DBZ purge, sold off like about $15,000 worth of statues. And I went ahead and purchased Marcus Lichen, Queen Studios Iron Man bust, Iron Studios T-Rex, and wrist blade for him. And Marcus, I bought him from a Singapore retailer, thanks to the YouTube channel for directing me there to where I could buy it. Now this box is extremely heavy, and it was triple boxed. So I think I could just lift up that lid immediately. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to lift that up because I don't want to turn the box upside down because it said not to. And I know ECC in general, you just lift it up like this. So yeah, it looks like it's that way. Yep. So you just simply lift this up. So there is the front box as you saw. Very cool. This is very heavy box. First thing we see is the certificate of authenticity. So it looks like Marcus is limited to only 300. I didn't know it was only 300. That's a low edition size. Yeah, my paper's all like wrinkly. I'm gonna have to frame that so I'll get the wrinkles out. I got 181 of 300. 2014 is when this bad boy came out. Alrighty, so first thing I see is the base, a pamphlet, and the plaque. So here is basically like an instruction manual. So this talks about the making of Marcus. I'm definitely going to read this. I'm going to save that for after the unboxing. So this comes with the plaque Underworld Evolution. Like so, which I do plan to use this plaque and then use my normal Underwood plaque for behind my display. Next we got the base. Pretty heavy base. Alrighty, so here's the base. As you can see, they wrapped this part. It has chains on it. This is usually in Underworld, they're always fighting underground and something. So there's that. Next, we're going to remove the next layer of boxes. Alrighty, so then it's Marcus and his wings. Alrighty, let's take this bad boy out. He has a good weight to him, like a typical 1/3. All right, there we go. So, looks great. And then he simply goes in his peg, like so. Fit in there nice and easily. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these straps now. I do like this packaging. I will say this packaging is excellent. The way they've done it, where I don't have to flip the box upside down, cut some tape. You don't have to flip anything upside down. You simply just cut it from the top, remove the thing, and then just pull it out like I did. So that's great. Alright, so here is Marcus. Of course, need to fluff out some of his clothes a little bit because they were in a box for, God, who knows how long. So here he is, as you can see, massive. As far as I can tell, no damage. These little cloth feel very high quality. You know, it's like this is a very fine material, and they all have wires in it, so you can display it how you want. Although it does look pretty good just straight out of the box, I will say. Next is his wings. So they're not too heavy, thank goodness. You wouldn't want a heavy wing, because then it could lean and collapse over time. Yeah, it feels very light, which is good though. Okay, I think this wing goes here. It's very tight. Yeah, it is not going in. I'm gonna remove it and try it again. Or just... I might need to apply some freaking heat because it's not going in all the way. I'm going to try the other wing, see if I can get that one any better. Confident I got this in right. This one's going, okay, that one's in. Now just the other one. Okay. Just have to use some freaking muscle. There we go, they're both in good now. So there it is. Look how massive this is. This is as wide as my table. This is crazy. I'm just going to put the box away. Yeah, this bad boy is as wide as my table. And there we go. Boom. Look at that. We're gonna need to get some measurements on this guy. Let me just grab my tape real quick. This is insanely big. Hold on, folks. All right, we gotta do some measurements. So his tallest point is about this wing, which is about 33 inches tall, and then deep, you're looking about 20 inches. Width though, dang, that's about 44 inches. I would say that's probably my widest statue. That's absolutely insane. Just look at this. Absolute monster. Look at that. Look at that wingspan. Unbelievable. Such a cool statue. Definitely just screams Grail at you. Just huge. All right, so I need to transport it right here, because that's where it's going, is right here. And then we could do some more close-ups. Do another 360 for you guys, though. Uh-oh. That might be my T-Rex. All right, folks, I'm going to set him up and pause the video. Alrighty, folks, so it was actually the T-Rex that got delivered, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up after I do the review and upload this to YouTube for you guys. So let me just do some close-ups and show you Marcus by Elite Creature Collectibles. First, actually, let's check out the COA. If you just want to pause and read that, you can. So very low edition size, only 300. I thought it was more than that. Looking at my Reaper, the Reaper bust was 700. You know, those are a little bit higher. This is one of their earlier pieces, but I still think to date this might be one of their best. So you have this cloth material, real high quality cloth, you know, feels very realistic, like high quality. Definitely like it. It has wires, so you can really angle this how you want. And you know, you can see under the leg, he has these leather boots. Really cool looking vampire themed belt. So this is a translucent resin. It really shows, and I think it goes really well with Marcus. I think translucent resin is an absolute must. You can really see all the insane detail. His claws. The sculpt is absolutely amazing. You know, just look at that. The ribs, the six-pack, the vein effect, unbelievable. I love the pose. I think it's perfect. Look at that face. So he has like black eyes, basically. And then the teeth look great. God, that looks awesome. There's the ears. Just insanely cool. Insanely cool. Even the wings have tons of like vein effect. Now the Reaper was very similar, where it has this veiny look. You know, because they're vampires, of course, so they draw in blood. You know, so it definitely has a very good weight to the entire statue. There is where the wings connect. So there is a tiny seam line, but obviously when on display, you cannot see it. It takes up a pretty big footprint. The base is not too big. Now this is on a Stuva, so the base doesn't take up that much space, but the wingspan, you know, it's going behind Wonder Woman quite a bit. You know, it's like right behind her shield. You know, like I said, it's 44 inches wide, which is now my widest statue I own. So you definitely need a good width space. I would say Marcus is best viewed at both this angle and up high. So let's check out some of this base. So it has this dirty, like underground look. You got these real chains, you know, real metal chains. Chain on this side, and this, like, not sure what that would be called. Very cool base though. There's a nice felt pad underneath. Here is the sign, Underworld Evolution. Now there's the felt pad I told you about. Very cool. I know Liking comes with just Underworld, but this for me is my Underworld Evolution. So I got, you know, I'm gonna do both the COAs right there framed. the Underworld Evolution poster. And as you can see, it's the same exact pose as well. Both Marcus and Lycan, actually. So let's just run down, Marcus, give him some ratings. So, I mean, in terms of detail, it's top-notch for a 1/3 scale statue. There's really not much they could have done to improve. I think the translucent resin is extremely well done. The teeth look great. The eyes look good. The paint job is phenomenal. It's like there's no flaws in it. I love the cloth material. It's very high quality. The pose is sick, especially being a 1/3. That's one thing about 1/3s that, most 1/3s are just generic poses like that. They're just museum. This is very dynamic. On 1 foot, flying back, claw up in the air, massive wingspan, super sick. That's one reason I like Wolf Predator by Sideshow so much, because of the dynamic pose. I love dynamic poses. For me, it just tells so much more of a story and just looks cooler. So I think that right there definitely puts Marcus as one of the best 1/3s ever, due to the pose. The base is really cool. Definitely extremely cool base. Like it a lot. And the pose is absolutely amazing. The detail is outstanding, like a perfect 10 for detail on a 1/3 scale statue. The wings look awesome. They're not too heavy, thank goodness, and they're pegged in there pretty good. As you can tell, I struggled a little bit trying to get it in. It's very tight, so don't really have any worries of it falling down. And obviously, a lot of people have owned the statue for 6+ years, and there hasn't been any known issues that I'm aware of in regards to leaning or anything. The base is quite heavy. Marcus has a decent weight to him, and the wings are light. Yeah, so paint and sculpt, 10 out of 10. Concept, they absolutely nailed it for Marcus, so definitely a perfect 10. I think they did a perfect pose. And just an overall rating, I'd give this a 10 out of 10, absolutely. It's a perfect statue for me. The presence is amazing. The entire look of it is just phenomenal. So it's definitely a grail of grails for me. I'm very, very happy to finally own it in my statue collection. My gosh, I waited way too long. So this is my Underworld section. As you can see, got the 3/1 Force. Just need Lycan, which I'll get on Monday. So we'll have Lycan there, his COA framed right there, and then that additional Underworld plaque is going to go right there, actually. So super happy I finally took the plunge. So I got to read this pamphlet, open up T-Rex. And here's the pamphlet I was telling you about. Let me show you some things in here. They talk about different ideas they had. So that's one idea. Glad they didn't go with that, though. And look at them. That's them making the actual statue, the final sculpt of the body. So I know that they go through different phases. Look at them. Hand sculpted by Steve Wang. Steve Wang works on the actual movies. And so you can't get any better than a Steve Wang when it comes to a monster sculpt. He works on the actual movies, and he is the sculptor, art director, along with Mio Nakamura. They definitely knocked us out of the park, I will say. So definitely a perfect 10 out of 10 statue for me. There it is next to other 1/3 scales, as you can see. I'd say it scales pretty well with the Justice League, and those are oversized 1/3s. They're a little bit bigger, but he scales pretty well. He definitely still has a great presence, especially with that wingspan, which I love so much. That's even wider than, well, obviously than the 1/4 Falcon, which was huge. Still gotta unbox this T-Rex. Lycan on Monday, so I cannot wait to finally get the complete diorama. I've seen the Lycan multiple times in person, loved it. It was incredible. So very, very happy to finally own it. And there it is. Elite Creature Collectibles Marcus 1/3 scale statue. A grail without a doubt. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think when it comes to the entire presentation of it, the box, the packaging what you get with it. It's definitely a grail. So there you have it, folks. Be sure to stay tuned for the Monday like and review when that bad boy comes in. Also, Bale 1/3 is going to go next to my Celine Kyle right here. So lots of great stuff coming to the collection. The T-Rex unboxing will actually be tomorrow. I'm going to open it now, but I'm going to, drop it tomorrow. So stay tuned for that unboxing and review. And then I'll do the Thor comparison video as well on Sunday, Lycan Monday, Bell Tuesday, DBZ on Wednesday, Thursday. So every day I'm going to bring you guys amazing content, unboxing and reviews of just grills and awesome statues. So Marcus is never leaving my collection, so this is one I'm going to literally take into the grave. When they bury me, they're going to bury me with this statue, I swear. That's it, folks. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.